Hello, and welcome to The Traveling Woodworker. In this episode, we visit Peru. There are tons of things to do in Peru. With 30 of 32 of the world's climates, Peru contains beaches, mountains, desert dunes, and the Amazon rainforest. Whether Machu Picchu has been on your bucket list for years, or the citadel of Sacsaywaman has recently piqued your curiosity, Peru has many things to satisfy the world traveler. There are artisans to be found in every corner and lots of delicious food to enjoy. So join me on this week-long journey in Peru. I want to preface this video with a bit of information. Over the past decade, I have used a travel company called Globus for a few of my international trips. I've used them for trips to Italy, Greece, and now Peru. While this is in no way a sponsored video by them, I have always been extremely satisfied by their service. So if you wish to check them out, you can Google Globus Journeys and find out some more information about them. The nice thing about using a travel company is that they take care of all of the details, from flights, hotel accommodations, to transportation and food in a lot of cases. If there's any problem along the way, they fix it rather than you having to spend part of your vacation dealing with it. And isn't that the way a vacation is supposed to be? Hassle-free? As you watch this video, keep in mind the itinerary is how the trip was laid out by Globus, but there was plenty of free time to explore outside of the scheduled sites. Due to the length of time it takes to get from the US to Lima, I scheduled a pre-day to this vacation, so in case there were any travel issues, I wouldn't be scrambling to my destination, or worse, miss the first day of the tour. This day allowed me to take in the sights of Lima, and more specifically the Miraflores area of Lima. It's a nice upscale area to take in the ocean sights, enjoy some shopping, and find a place for a bite to eat. Even at night, this place is bustling with activity. But after a nice dinner and a long walk along the boardwalk, I was ready for a good night's sleep, as day one involved a short flight from Lima to Cusco. Upon our arrival to Cusco, we head into the sacred valley of the Incas with a stop at Huayna. Here we get some close-up time with llamas, alpacas, guanacos, and vicuñas, as well as a pre-Columbian weaving demonstration. We were given plenty of time to shop in their famous market for local wares such as baby alpaca sweaters and blankets, jewelry, and hand-painted ornamental dishes and vases. After a short drive, we arrive in the Sacred Valley, where you can still see the snow on the distant mountain Veronica which looms over the valley. Stretching from Pisac to Oya to Tambo, this fertile valley is irrigated by the Urubamba River. The Chanapada civilization first utilized this area starting around 800 BCE because of the rich soil used for agriculture. Several different civilizations lived in the Sacred Valley until the Incan Empire took over the region in 1420. The Incan Empire ruled this area until the arrival of the Spanish. After another short bus ride, we arrive at the iconic Pisac Market. Here you'll find artisans of every discipline. Weaving, metalworks, bread making, pottery, the list goes on and on. All of their wares are on full display, and if you don't like a price, try a little negotiation. You can typically arrive at a price that you're both happy with, but always be prepared to walk away politely. You'll likely find the same thing or something very similar only a few feet down the alley at another stall. After we've collected our trophies, we conclude this day of our trip and head back to our hotel for a one-night stay in the Sacred Valley. It's a brand new day, and really the day that I've been waiting for. Today we board a train that travels through the scenic Urubamba Valley. Upon arrival, we ascend to legendary Machu Picchu, the city of the Incas, high above the steep valley overlaid with dense tropical jungle. Machu Picchu, located between the Peruvian Andes and the Amazon basin, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the most impressive Incan site from the Incan Empire. This city, high in the Andes, was abandoned in the 16th century when the Spanish conquered the Incas. only to be rediscovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911. Since the Incans did not have a written language, all historical understanding of Machu Picchu is thanks to archaeological excavation and analysis. The lost city of the Incas was likely constructed as an estate for Pachacuti, the ninth Sapa Inca or ruler of the Kingdom of Cusco. It has become one of the world's most visited tourist destinations. Today we learn more about the Incas and their struggle against the invading Spaniards through a Cusco city tour. Our first stop is Sacsaywaman. The complex was built by the Incas in the 15th century, particularly under Sapa Inca Pachacuti and his successors. Dry stone walls constructed of huge stones were built on the site, with the workers carefully cutting the boulders to fit them together tightly without mortar. It's nearly impossible to visit Cusco without taking note of the 26-foot tall statue of Jesus Christ that stands guard over the ancient city, imposing from its perch atop the nearby hill of Pucamoco. The statue, called Cristo Blanco, Spanish for White Christ, is one of the city's most recognizable landmarks. During the day, it towers over the persimmon Spanish rooftops of the former Incan capital. At night, the illuminated idol becomes the city's North Star, visible from every plaza. As we were walking to our next destination, I noticed these odd trees. As a woodworker, I was intrigued. The bark is extremely thin and paper-like, with an odd reddish hue and indentation or knots all along the trunk. After doing some research, I found out that they are actually called the Andean paper tree. They are the slowest growing tree in the world, with some species taking more than 100 years to grow just a half an inch in diameter. As a result of historical logging, climate change, and other human-driven activities, only 10% of the original Polylepsis forest cover remains, making it one of the most endangered forested ecosystems in the world. I really felt like I was capturing something special while filming, and was nicely rewarded after my research. Tambo Mache is an archaeological site associated with the Incan Empire that consists of a series of aqueducts, canals, and waterfalls that run through the terraced rocks. The function of the site is uncertain. It may have served as a military outpost guarding the approaches to Cusco, as a spa resort for the Incan political elite, or imperial baths. It could have also served a religious function since sacred water fountains were found at most major Incan temples. Lastly, we visit the semicircular Kinko Amphitheater with its stone altars and labyrinth of passages. During the occupation by the Spanish, the name was changed to Quechua, meaning labyrinth, perhaps due to the labyrinth of underground passages or because of the zigzagging channels carved in the rock that are observed there. In the worldview of Andean culture, this place was built to invoke the Capacha, the legendary serpent that gave rise to life. The Incas gave grave importance to Kinko and its underground tunnels because they believed that the caves communicated the world of man with the world of the dead. One of its most famous buildings is the mysterious sacrificial room where rituals with animal blood would have been performed. As day 5 of the tour was a free day, please enjoy these videos taken that day, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. We start the final day of the tour at the Plaza Mayor de Lima, or Plaza de Armas de Lima. It's considered one of the birthplaces of the city of Lima as well as the core of the city. Located in the historic center, it is surrounded by the Government Palace, Lima Metropolitan Cathedral, Archbishop's Palace of Lima, the Municipal Palace, and the Palacio de la Union. A short walk from the main plaza, we arrive at the monumental complex of the Basilica and Convent of San Francisco of Lima. While beautiful and breathtaking, unfortunately no pictures or video were allowed inside. For a peek at the chapter house, library, dome, and catacombs, I highly recommend viewing the Wikipedia page entry for it. It's been several days of travel and sightseeing, and as the last day of the tour comes to a close, we attend a farewell dinner at our hotel, where we enjoy some native dancing, a toast with a pisco sour, and say our goodbye to the other tour members that we've met and got to know along the way. I hope you enjoyed this brief tour of some of the major attractions of Peru. Please keep in mind that we only visited a small part of the country and that there are many other attractions in Peru, such as Rainbow Mountain, Lake Titicaca, the Amazon rainforest, and so much more. These destinations just weren't a part of this particular guided tour. If you have any questions about traveling in Peru, the travel company, or any of the destinations, please leave a comment below. While you're at it, a like for this video is always welcome. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications for future videos, as several European destinations are coming shortly. As always, thanks for watching.